My name is Pam Birtle and I am the CEO and co-founder of Cornerstone Adoption and Fostering Service. I've been a social worker for 44 years and Cornerstone has been running for 20 years. Together with my husband, we have birth children, adopted children and fostered children. Cornerstone tends to take the most hard-to-place children. We have children in large sibling groups. We have children with profound and complex special needs. We have children where our family was the only family that came forward in the whole of the UK for a child who was thought to be completely unadoptable and was subsequently adopted by their forever family. Our success is based upon the passion of the people who come forward, their motivation, their skills, and the support that they get from the team, which is all wrapped up in the fact that we share our same faith base. Cornerstone's Board of Trustees, along with all of our staff members, consulted with every family within Cornerstone. And it was unanimously agreed by everybody that this matters. It matters to all of us. So it wasn't just the trustees or the staff members. And it certainly isn't an initiative that's been driven by anybody from outside of the organisation. It's absolutely grassroots upwards. The families want to belong to an agency that values and understands who they are, that celebrates their uniqueness and the diversity that's involved in terms of them being Christians. So Cornerstone was founded 20 years ago in order to meet a need, and that was to provide support and a safe place for Christian couples and single people to carry out their fostering and adoption in an environment where their faith was clearly understood and valued. Throughout those 20 years, Ofsted have inspected us on numerous occasions, and in 2015 they rated us good for both services. In 2019, when the Inspector for Fostering came, she clearly identified that although the law had not changed, and although Cornerstone's practices had not changed, we still operate to our genuine occupational requirements and support Christian families and couples, individuals. That what had changed was the culture. It was the inspector's determination that Cornerstone was therefore no longer lawful. So Cornerstone is regulated in exactly the same way as every other independent fostering provider. The thing that makes us distinctly different is that we are a community of people who have a faith, a Christian faith. To us, that is massively important. We share prayer with one another, fellowship with one another. When we meet together as a staff team and when we meet together with our families, our faith is central to who we are and what we do. That issue is not about whether the children have faith or not, it's about us as the adults providing the service. We felt that it was really important to provide a service where their faith was valued and understood, where the language of faith was understood, the motivation of faith was understood, and where people would feel supported by people who would pray for them, believing that God answers prayer. So in the 20 years that Cornerstone has been running, I'm very pleased to say that we have a 0 adoption breakdown rate. So children who are placed within Cornerstone families, 80% of those children end up being adopted by their forever families with a 0 adoption breakdown rate. Cornerstone actively promotes families adopting children, which inevitably means that our financial support is cut short. But we do it because we believe that actually permanence for children is, generally speaking, in their best interests. If Cornerstone loses this case, then there will cease to be a Christian charity that supports Christian adopters and foster carers in the work that they do. Cornerstone represents less than 1% of all of the agencies that are available in terms of the independent fostering sector. And within that sector, we are small. What we do provide is an opportunity for families to take children who are hard to place. And if Cornerstone's service was lost, then that avenue would also be lost. In the fostering area, lots of foster carers are in their 60s and their 70s nationwide. And they are ageing out of fostering at a time when fewer and fewer families are coming forward to take on looked after children. So although our contribution is not massive, It's significant to the children that we take. And it's our plan on the other side of this court case to grow Cornerstone, to provide a greater sufficiency for the local authorities so that more and more children can have the families that they so desperately need.